Welcome to the preparation tutorial for Activereader. In this tutorial we'll cover setting up art for Activereader, the basics of bundles, what they are and how to use them, and importing artwork. For this tutorial you'll need Unity, Photoshop, Activereader, and the City Demo Photoshop file. You can find the City Demo Photoshop file using this link. We'll start with setting up our art for Activereader. It's helpful to have your Photoshop file in a separate directory, as your exported images will populate there. This will make organizing your bundle easier. Start by opening Photoshop and opening the file which contains your images. Tallchair has created a Photoshop script which will automatically export your images from Photoshop into individual images. For this to work properly, we'll need to organize our Photoshop file in a certain way. If you cannot see your layer window, go to Window, Layers, or press the F7 hotkey. Our City Demo Photoshop file is already organized properly. Let's go over the steps to explain and ensure our file is correctly set up. We'll need to verify our images are separated into different layers and correctly organized in relation to each other. Notice how in our file each image occupies its own layer. Remember, each layer will be exported to a unique image, and we will use those to import to Activereader. For this reason, each image we want to manipulate separately from each other will have to be assigned a layer. Make sure the layer names are descriptive of the image they contain, as it will be imported into Activereader using that name. When Activereader creates a bundle, it will position the image's depth based on the layer hierarchy. In the layer image, the top layer will be the most forefront, while the bottom layer will be the most toward the rear. You can see, if I move the sky image, which should be at the back, to the top, it covers all the rest of the images. Move it back to the bottom, and it will be behind the images. Keep this in mind when organizing your layers. Now that our Photoshop file is all correctly set up and configured, we'll run our export script. Go to File, Scripts, and then Browse. Select JS JavaScript as the file type we'd like to open, and then navigate to the Activereader tool directory, Photoshop, and click the Activereader export.js file, and click Load. The script will run, and each layer will be exported to a separate .png file. The files will be located in the directory that your .psd Photoshop file is located. The file naming of each individual image is the Photoshop title, the layer, and then the layer name. Here you can see one layer image exported to its own PNG file. Now that we have our Photoshop file broken up into separate images, we're ready to import them into Activereader. Let's have a quick overview of what a bundle is and how to use them. A bundle is a set of imported images which Activereader will automatically assign atlases, materials, meshes, and prefabs to. This will turn your images into a set of assets that you can then assign to pages, load, and use for your book. How about the difference between a Pro bundle and an Indie bundle? There are two types of bundles. Let me explain. Unity Basic, the free version, is limited to only using Indie bundles. Unity Pro can use the Pro bundles. Indie bundles are raw, uncompressed images, which are not as efficient as the Pro bundle's compressed, optimized, and packaged version. For this tutorial, Indie bundles will work fine. For a published app, it will be important to use the Pro bundles, which will save device memory and increase your app's efficiency. Let's move on to importing artwork and creating a bundle. To import our artwork into Activereader, we'll have to make sure we're in the Activereader editor scene. Start Unity and load the editor scene if it's not already loaded. Once your editor scene is loaded, find the menu item Activereader in the top toolbar. Choose Import and import a folder of images. Navigate to the folder where your Photoshop file was saved and click Select Folder. You will see a pop-up asking if you'd like to make a new folder for your bundle or add to an existing folder. Select New Folder. Your bundle will be created using your previously exported Photoshop layer images. Each bundle item will be named after the file name of the image. The bundle name will be the name of the folder the images are saved in. Atlases, materials, meshes, and prefabs will be auto-generated for each image. You can see in the project tree that our bundle has been created under Resources, Bundles, City Demo. Here you will find the various atlases, materials, meshes, and prefabs for your bundle. Alright, you're well on your way to making a book. Only one more step in the first tutorial section. In this next step, we'll cover an introduction to ActiveReader and get you familiar with its many functions. We'll get your bundle loaded and art showing on your first page. Almost there.